howdy, y'all. Do I have any Geminis or Cancers, Cancerians in the house? Suppose I can take that puppy off. Hi, how was your day? My day was alright. Finally caught it on time. Gemini here. Awesome. Yes, it is Gemini tonight. Hello, am I late? Gemini, no. I actually just started the live stream about a minute ago. I am cusp between the two. Thank you. Awesome. Anyone born on the cusp is definitely welcome. No matter if it's the Gemini and Cancer cusp, or Taurus and Gemini cusp, or Cancer and Leo cusp. Everyone is equally welcome to Free Will Tarot. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is greatly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button maybe a few times. If y'all know of a Gemini and or a Cancerian, definitely hit that share button. Let them know that I'll be doing their reading. That is, if they would like to experience it. Especially if they have the TikTok app, and especially if they are, yes, a Gemini or a Cancerian. And to all the Cancerians, I do appreciate y'all being patient with me. We will get to your reading here in about an hour. But double, especially if they love tarot as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more, no matter their zodiac sign. Alrighty. I did get me some new mints, I think last night or this morning. One of the two. I think it was this morning. I got the wintergreen icebreakers this time. Ooh. Pop one of them puppies in my mouth. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome. All Gemini and Cancerians. Here about 35 after, I'll show you all the decks I'm going to be using for this week and possibly the next as well. Just to gain some consistency. It won't be the Dragon Tarot decks. I think I've grown a little, I wouldn't say bored or apathetic. Four of Cups. More so I want to give them a break. That way I don't wear them out. Also, a little variety never hurt anyone. A little variety never hurt anyone. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Hope y'all are doing a-okay tonight. They said, we love variety. Awesome sauce. I'm here on time. Hey, Tarot. They said, hi, Rick. Hey, Sandra. Sandra. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Is it scissors time? I love the enthusiasm. Here in about... Yes, I did just start. Thank you for asking. Said, oh, hey. Hope you're okay. I hope you're okay as well. So, the decks I've chosen for this week and possibly the next as well. It's technically the same deck. We have the Everyday Witch. Everyday Witch Tarot. And then we have the Everyday Witch. Let's see if I can get a comparison. Yes, we do have two of the same decks. And if I hold one back like this and then the other one forward. It looks like they're the same size as well. Gotta love illusions. But hey, quite the difference. You won't. Yes, the everyday witch tarot. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Sounds good to me, they said. All about perception, right? Alrighty, folks. Geminis. 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty. What do we have for Gemini? We're going to do the first of 2 bridge shuffles. Uh-oh. Let me try that again. I did have one that was flipped upside down on accident. All right, here we go. Yes, send me scissors. For anyone new joining the live stream, when I show y'all the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. And then we will cut this deck with said scissors. That is the name of the game. And while y'all are sending me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, we will... we will roll the dice for an overall theme and or topic. For you Geminis, any Gemini placements? All right, what do we have for Gemini? The overall theme and or topic for Gemini, possibly in the next week. Here we go. We have a 2 and a 6. So I like that we're getting a 2 for the Geminis, being twins associated. It said icebreaker. Yes, I bought some this morning. The wintergreen. Thank you for asking. I love how y'all are so familiar with my little quirks. But yes, we do have a 2 being twins for Gemini. I love that. Maybe something is coming into harmony for you or coming into harmonization for the Geminis, possibly in the next week. Maybe opposites are being attracted to each other. Possibly a union of sorts for you. Or coming into union, uniting with another, possibly. And or something coming into balance for you. Possibly something within a situation where you have conflict with the number 6. But I do feel like there is momentum away from this conflict and or a solution, either creative or practical, let's say. There will be light after the darkness, after possibly a period of darkness for you Geminis. They said, curious, tell more. Alrighty, we are going to cut the deck. Thank y'all for interacting with me in the comments. Much appreciated. Alrighty, one more time, hit that follow button if you're new. Hit the like button if you like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table. And hit that share button with a Gemini, a Cancerian, or anyone, no matter the sign, especially if they love tarot. Alrighty, here is your energy, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest energy. Here is the common ground and or similarities between you both. And we have possibly, yes, the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, so Gemini, we do have 5 cards here on the Tarot TikTok table. Here in about 20 minutes, give or take 19, 20 minutes, we will clarify with 5 more cards, 1 card per each placement within this spread. And then we will recap for anyone new joining the live stream at that time. At that time, all right? It doesn't have to be that they are a Gemini. It definitely would be awesome if it was a Gemini showing up halfway through the reading. You know, asking for a recap. Oh, yes, I will recap. But we will clarify before the recap. So without further ado, here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. And thank you, Cancerians, for being patient with me. So we do have Gemini, your first card being 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Coins in some decks, some tarot decks, but yes, we do have the 10 of Pentacles in this deck, telling me that you possibly are investing in the home, investing in a happy, healthy environment, possibly getting that bag, making that money, honey. I don't know if you are wanting to invest in another, and this is the indication of such, wanting to, have that happily ever after with another individual. Once again, this could be a very good indication of such. But if that is the case, I feel like you are able to see it in your physical reality, in your physical environment. Meaning, the big difference between the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups, we have to envision that happily ever after idea or belief that we hold. And it's going to be different for everyone. The idea or belief I hold of happily ever after looks like this. It looks like this. It's going to be specific in this way and that way. It's going to be with these little details, with those little details, As I mentioned, it's going to be different for everyone. And these ideas change over time. Our belief systems, yes, change over time. Definitely with, new information, with new perception of specific people. I do feel like, yes, our belief systems over time change. Maybe you feel like this individual once upon a time wasn't necessarily your cup of tea, but then a new perception possibly has came into your mindset or your perception. A new idea, a new belief about this person was created because of a new perception. Let's put it that way. So far, you're on track. Alrighty then. We do have the High Priestess and the Challenge. High Priestess and the Challenge. Meaning, maybe you find it challenging to listen to your intuition at this time. If that is the case, I don't like to point fingers necessarily, as in Gemini, get out of your ego. Ego is more so fear-based or based off of confusion. If that is the case, maybe you once upon a time was confused about this person. Maybe once upon a time, I don't want to say you necessarily feared them. Maybe you have a little bit of fear in the sense of, if I invest in the wrong person, I don't want to make the wrong investment or choose the wrong person for the wrong reasons. Maybe you have the right reasons, to not invest in this person, but then seeing a different perspective of this person. I do feel like, I don't know, you're like in between worlds right now. I feel like once upon a time, maybe you were confused about who this person was, wanting to believe who they were off of face value, but then when we have the High Priestess and the Challenge, maybe you do find it challenging to listen to your intuition about this person, meaning, hey, this person could be safe, says our intuition, whereas the ego, based off of fear and or confusion, could be telling you, no, stay in your comfort zone. You've experienced this type of individual before, and you've seen how it ends up, how it ends for you. It ends in pain and heartache and disappointment or rejection on that end, on the opposite end of the spectrum. Almost as if, I want to reject this person before they reject me. Or I need to ghost them because I have a feeling that they're going to ghost me. or they aren't feeding my ego, let's say. So maybe they are becoming bored of me to whatever regard. With the High Priestess in the challenge, I do feel like you find it challenging to listen to your intuition. For whatever reason, I'm not sure, but listening more so to your ego, being more comfortable with the known, the certainty, let's say. More so, maybe even afraid of the uncertainty when it comes to this person. And we do have another person in your environment, no matter how far they live away from you. Doesn't have to be in the same town, doesn't have to be in the same county or same state, or even the same, country, for all I know. That's probably a stretch. But we do have the Hanged Man in this person's energy, telling me this person could feel a little stuck. Maybe they are trying to see something from your perspective. Maybe they are trying to put on the Gemini's shoes and walk a mile in said shoes. I don't know if they are trying to play the martyr. In that regard, I don't know if they're even, if they are trying to play the martyr or whatever, I feel like they could, in one sense, be trying to sacrifice something, try to sacrifice their own belief system. Maybe they had their own belief system about you. And then some sort of truth came in for the both of you, maybe in the last few days or a week, whatever the case. But I do feel like there has been some truth been illuminated to you both, at least you, Gemini, and possibly this person as well. Once some truth was illuminated to this person, it's like, okay, let me see this situation from a different perspective instead of how I usually see it. Let's try to turn my belief system upside down. And also, it's like, well, Gemini isn't necessarily a fixed sign. You're able to be flexible with your belief systems. But at the same time, maybe with this new information, you're finding it challenging to, see this person in a new light, in a new way. I do get that with the High Priestess. We do have the Six of Cups, though, and the common ground and or similarities. I love this for y'all. This means you and this person simultaneously feel emotionally familiar with each other. One could go as far as to say that you and each other view each other in a light of being past life soulmates, or a past life soulmate connection that you both share. I don't know if any of y'all subscribe to the whole twin flame or past life soulmates or karmics or, any of the spiritual terminology, let's say. But I do feel like with the Six of Cups, maybe you both do want to reconcile differences if there was any issues in the past, or a uniting of sorts. That very well could be with the six we rolled with the dice. Momentum away from conflict, finding a solution, and reconciling differences, light after the darkness. Maybe in this darkness, you viewed this person in one way, and now something of some truth has been illuminated to you, and it's like, wait, I've been in my ego this whole time, finding it challenging now, to listen to my intuition. Maybe I felt like I was listening to my intuition, maybe it felt good to get an ego boost from this person, but now it's like, uh-oh, I'm seeing them in a different light, And same as this person, like, wait, am I feeding the Gemini's ego a little too much? I need to see something from their perspective before I judge the Gemini, for feeding their ego too much, possibly. I need to see it from the Gemini's perspective, How has this person showed up for you, Gemini? How have you showed up for this person? I like that the Six of Cups is in the similarities or common ground between you both. This does tell me that you both possibly could see this happily ever after idea and or envision happily ever after in the physical environment. Maybe you yourself could see this person moving in with you and or creating happily ever after in the environment. Maybe this person, once upon a time, could see that now, but I do feel like possibly after some illumination of truth, that they are trying to see something in a different way. Can I invest in the Gemini? Is the Gemini even interested, or have they even been interested this whole time at all in investing in me? I do feel like these are both questions that you both could be asking yourself. With the Five of Swords, we do have the Five of Swords as the possible outcome and or advice for the next week anyways. I do want to remind y'all, or do remember, let's say, that I do weekly readings, so these readings definitely could resonate for the next week. But with the Five of Swords, this is a fruitless victory. A fruitless victory. If this is a possible outcome, then yeah, maybe you do end up self-sabotaging something with this person. I don't know if it's that you might be choosing someone else over them and then find out later down the road that you end up making the right or the wrong decision, I want to say. I don't want to jump to conclusions necessarily, but Five of Swords is almost as if you're not seeing this person in the right light. Not that they want to be seen in a specific light. Sure, maybe they are coming across as in their own ego or as a martyr with the Hanged Man. I do feel, though, if you find it challenging to listen to your intuition, who's to say you're even listening to your intuition and end up playing a battle of egos with this person with the Five of Swords. This is going to be a deep reading, y'all. This is going to be a crazy reading. Five of Swords. Maybe you end up being petty towards this person. I don't know what is going on in this person's situation, why they feel the need to, either play a martyr, or maybe they do to some degree feel stagnant or stuck in a situation, or maybe they're not having any forward movement in their own life, or maybe they feel like they have to sacrifice in order to be with the Gemini. Feel like they have to sacrifice something in order to invest in the Gemini. No matter the case, Five of Swords tells me that, yeah, if you do find it challenging to listen to your intuition with the High Priestess in the challenge, that Five of Swords could be an indication that you might end up, self-sabotaging something good for you and this person. I don't know if there's any projecting in this situation. I do want to mention that there could be some projecting, though. I don't know if it's on your part, on their part. We do have the High Priestess in the challenge, though. I want to remind you, if you are more so in your ego, either confused about who this person is to you or is supposed to be in your life, because the universe does send us either challenges or tests in the form of other people, or they send other people as blessings. And it's hard to distinguish the difference between the two if we're not listening to our intuition, and or if we're more so listening to our ego and wanting to believe what we want to believe, Oh, maybe I did once upon a time want this person because they looked good or they made me feel good, but maybe this is someone you actually need, and you're not seeing their true colors for possibly who they are. They said, sabotage something that could have been good with me and him. Possibly. We will get a deeper look into this reading, into their energy, into your energy, the possible outcome and or advice. I wouldn't suggest the Five of Swords being the advice. I wouldn't suggest the Five of Swords being the advice. This is like being petty. Yes, be petty to this person, you know, and see what kind of karma you get from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to me as a tarot reader to be like, yes, be petty, self-sabotage something for, you know, between the both of you. Or, yes, be more so in your ego. Like, this is terrible advice as a tarot reader to be giving. So we are going to clarify and see how we can change up the advice with the Five of Swords with another card. Alrighty? Alright, Gemini. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. Greatly appreciate it. I forgot to mention that I do have a YouTube channel in case y'all miss out on future live streams, because I do have folks show up either late and wanting, you know, a recap. Sometimes I do have enough time to give a recap, you know, as if I'm not already recapping halfway through the hour time limit that I give each zodiac sign equally. I think that is fair. So yes, please and thank you for not only my sake, but for y'all's sake. Go ahead and visit my YouTube channel. The link to my YouTube channel is in the TikTok bio. My TikTok bio. You might have to press and hold and then copy and paste as need be, and or copy and paste where need be. He's a manipulative Aquarius. I'm done with him. Even though I want to, but I'ma ignore it to see if it comes back to me naturally, I guess. I don't know. When he said what he said, I haven't texted him since, because I don't want to be annoying. Choose your battle, perhaps. Yes, I love that. Choose your battles. Choose your battles. I love that. Thank you for that. Choose your battles with the Five of Swords. You know, I don't think that arguing with this person is necessarily going to bring you anything fruitful. And maybe this person is manipulative. Who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? All I'm seeing in the cards is what I'm going to mention. Alrighty. What else? Yes, I do personal readings. Personal readings, $20 for a personal reading, and or $5 for a yes and or no question. That would be 5 cards, just like I'm doing now, for the $20 read, and then 1 card for a yes or no question. If y'all like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button. And maybe you want to hit the share button if you have a Gemini that you feel needs to hear this reading, or if you have a Cancerian that you feel might want to view the reading in about 30 minutes from now. And thank you one more time, Cancerians, for being patient with me. I do appreciate that. Alrighty. Let's see here. 7 o'clock here in Ohio. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Ohio. Thank you all one more time for joining me, for showing support. We are going to clarify this reading for you, Gemini. Here we go. Here is the second and last bridge shuffle. If y'all are just now joining the live stream and or you are new here, when I show the bridge shuffle, like so, that is the green light to send scissors and or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. And then we will clarify this reading with said scissors. I'm the person to choose the yes or no question and ask Will I get another chance with him? He's not manipulative. He's respectful and kind. Aw. It's going to be different for every Gemini, I'm sure. Maybe y'all feel like there's a specific person that is stuck with the Hanged Man and or feeling stagnant and or complacent. Maybe the word complacent isn't the right word for the Hanged Man. I feel like complacent could be a good term to describe the Four of Cups. You know, bored, apathetic, complacent. But yes, maybe you do have a specific individual where you're seeing them as stuck and or complacent or needing to see something from a different perspective. And you're possibly viewing this person, you know, in a not so good light. I do want to say that. I feel like for those of you that feel like this person is manipulative, it might not be the person you think it is what I'm trying to get across. It's more so, yes, I would give them credit. I would give them credit where it's due, Gemini. If they are trying to see something from your perspective, I don't feel like this is someone manipulative. Maybe they are trying to manipulate the narrative, like, oh, if they see things from this, you know, from their perspective in this way and that way, how can I twist it, you know, to meet my narrative or to gaslight the Gemini? Possibly, you know? I'm not sure, though. Let us clarify. Where is your Mars, Venus, Moon? Where is Saturn? What house? Need to read chart sun sign is hidden soul, other archetypes. I'm actually not too aware of my Mars and Saturn and all that. But y'all, Gemini, lettuce. Yes, lettuce. The main ingredient in salads. It said, hey, Leo. Hello. Hello. Alrighty. We are cutting the deck. One more time. Oh. All 4 of my Gemini placements are in my 8th house together. That's insane. Yeah, she said lettuce. Alright, y'all. One more time. Do hit that follow button. Do hit that like button. Hit the share button. If it pleases you to do so. We do have the power and discernment of free will. So it does not have to be that you want to hit the like button or a follow button, whatever the case. It said, that is crazy, ain't it? I agree. Alrighty. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus, or no matter what placement you have in your chart. Here we go. We're clarifying your energy, coming up as 10 of Pentacles. Clarifying the High Priestess in the challenge. Strange. Clarifying the Hanged Man. Okay. In this person's energy. Clarifying the 6 of Cups. Aw. And the similarities or common ground between you both. And clarifying the 5 of Swords. Huh. Well. Okay. We're gonna dive right on into this reading. We are recapping for the Gemini out there that is watching. All right, thank you all for joining me one more time. Here we go. So to recap and clarify as we go, we do have the 10 of Pentacles. I do feel like maybe you are single, Gemini. Maybe you are wanting to invest in a specific person, or no matter if it's a specific person or not. I do feel like you are on the market to invest in someone special, whether it's a specific special person or not. You definitely could be investing in a happy home, happy life, wondering where that happy wife is, or where that happy husband is. Where is my soulmate? What's taking them so dang long to get here? I've got money to spend on them. I'm sure they have money to spend on me. And we have a happy family to invest in. and a happy and healthy environment. I do feel like you are on the market there, Gemini, and looking at all the options as to who is my soulmate with the Seven of Cups. Once more, you could be in confusion, whether you're in your ego or not. You could be emotionally confused as to all the options with the Seven of Cups. Almost as if you're going into the gas station looking for a Reese's peanut butter cup. You know, the little package that has 2 Reese's peanut butter cups. And you're like, huh, I didn't think there was all these options as to Reese's. There's Reese's ice cream. There's the dark chocolate Reese's. There's the different shapes. Egg for Easter. Pumpkin, for Halloween. The Christmas tree for obviously Christmas. There's so many dang options. How do I even pick one? This is confusing. You do want to have long-term commitment with someone. But I do feel like you're basing it off of too many options. We need to narrow down these options. Not all these options are going to be, are going to be healthy and or, they're not going to be healthy for you. Not all of them. Recently married? Don't forget the Reese's sticks. How could I? Love the Reese's analogy, don't you? I love it. It's my go-to. Oh, Reese's pretzels. How could I forget them as well? The options heed the act right. What? The options need to act right. Gotcha. I said heed. Almost like a heed my warning type of deal. Yeah, they definitely need to act right. How many more different interpretations can we come up with the 10 of Pentacles to the 7 of Cups? I do feel like, yes, you are on the market for long-term stability, long-term commitment with a specific person, but do you necessarily know who the specific person is? Or do you have a lot of ideas as to how to invest in a specific person in general? Do you have a specific person you're like, yes, this is my person, but then you're imagining all the different ways, you can move forward with them. Oh, I could have them move in with me altogether. I could move in with them. I could just keep talking to them, get to know them, until the time is right. Is there really a right time, though? I do want to throw that out there. I do feel like you will feel in your body, in the environment, when it is the right time. But neither here nor there. This is emotional confusion. Emotional confusion with the 7 of Cups. So maybe you are viewing a specific individual with eyes of the ego eyes. Not eagle eyes, ego eyes, egotistic eyes. Possibly, oh, this is the type of person I want, says the ego. Whereas dang it. Whereas the intuition will tell us, hey, this is what you need, right? Now we do have the High Priestess in the challenge, meaning maybe you do find it challenging to listen to your intuition, to listen to, hey, this is what you need, Gemini, says the intuition, rather than, oh, this is what I want. They look good. We have good conversation. They make me feel good about myself. Possibly. And there's nothing wrong with that. But do take a little bit of time to self-reflect on, okay, but is that necessarily what you need, what you want? Is what you want necessarily what you need? Here we do have the 5 of Swords clarifying the High Priestess and the challenge. This is the second time we're getting the 5 of Swords. Like I said, we did have the 5 of Swords in the possible outcome and or the advice. This is possible pettiness, wanting to win at all cost. But at what odds? No, wanting to win at all odds, but at what cost? There it is. I don't know if you view this person as like something you don't want, and the universe is trying to show you signs that, hey, this person could be someone you need. Five of Swords in the challenge, maybe you find it challenging, to not be petty. Maybe you find it challenging. I do feel like, yeah, you are listening to your intuition to some degree. But with the Five of Swords in the challenge, maybe you're not wanting to, battle with this person. Maybe, okay, this is what I'm feeling. Yes, you could be listening to your intuition, like, no, I don't want to be in my ego. I don't want to fight with this person. Maybe they are a good person, but they might not be what I want, We still on Gemini, yes. Yes, we are still on Gemini. And I'm getting toasty. It's getting toasty up in here at the at the tarot TikTok table. Woo! I don't know how the heat got turned up all of a sudden. We do have the Hanged Man in this person's energy, though. This person possibly is feeling stuck, like they don't have any forward movement in their life. I don't know if they are making money or if they aren't making money or if they literally just need to see something from your perspective. I do feel like they are trying to see something from your perspective and or gain clarity as to why you might not be choosing them or why you might not be talking to them or whatever the case is. But I do feel like with the Eight of Cups, that's pretty crazy, actually. I'm just now thinking about this. Y'all, I need to get a drink of tea. Give me 1 second. Thank you for your all's patience. I keep choking on my words. Much better. All right. Yes, we did have the Seven of Cups in your energy. The second card in your energy, anyways. And then we have one more cup after that. Eight of Cups in this person's energy. What are you saying? Hey, pretty boy. What is going on there? Oh, what up, Alyssa? Looking handsome as always. Quit it. Quit it. I can take a compliment, but goodness gracious. Gemini. What happens with my job? Couldn't tell you. What zodiac sign are you? Yeah, we do have the Eight of Cups and this person's energy, clarifying the Hanged Man, that maybe they are seeing something from a different perspective, and they're like, nah, this is an emotional mess. This is an emotional mess between us both. I don't know if this person is taking accountability for how they, too, played a part in creating this emotional mess. I'm not sure. I'm not aware. I only do 2 cards, the primary energy and then the clarifying card. I really hope this person is taking accountability for how it takes 2 to tango. It takes 2 to tango. Because if they are taking accountability, it will be so much easier for this person to walk away and or emotionally detach from the Gemini and find peace. And find peace of mind. Maybe that is the mindset and or perception they are now gaining after, walking a mile in your shoes. Like, I'm seeing something from Gemini's perspective. It's not worth it. It's not, this relationship isn't worth the squeeze. The juice that is this relationship isn't worth the squeeze. Okay? Which is crazy because we have the Six of Cups. And the possible, and the shared experience and or common ground between you both. Meaning you both are very emotionally familiar with each other. Meaning you both are, yes, to some degree, wanting to unite, wanting to bring harmony to this relationship with that 2 that we rolled earlier with the dice. And then with the 6 as well that we rolled with the dice, 6 of Cups, I'm sure you both want forward momentum away from conflict, whether it's creative solutions, whether it's practical solutions. I'm not sure if you both are even trying to come up with solutions, at this time. But I do feel like you both, with the 9 of Cups, crazy, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9. All in a row. I do feel with the 9 of Cups that you both are able to create your own happiness and or view each other as emotional fulfillment to some degree. I'm not aware if, once again, you both are on the same page, or if one of you is being more petty and not wanting to give in, wanting to give a little in order to receive a little, or, oh, this isn't what I want, says my ego, possibly says the Gemini, which is kind of crazy because you'd think with being twins associated, Gemini is what I'm trying to get at. Gemini being associated with twins, that, you would be a cooperative type of person. I'm not even sure if this person is being cooperative or not. They are seeing something, a different perspective, and they're walking away, though. They're wanting to emotionally detach. We do have the possible outcome and or advice. We're going to get right into it. 5 of Swords. Once again, is there any pettiness on your part? If this is the possible outcome, maybe you do need to let go of some egotistical views of this person. Sure, they might not be what you want, but they could be what you need. They could be what you need. I don't know if you're trying to prove to this person a point, in the sense of maybe they caught you in something, and are trying to hold you accountable for doing something that they didn't like. And you're like, whatever. I'm going to go over here and invest in someone I actually want. Someone that will actually put up with whatever behavior you were showing this person, possibly. We do have the Queen of Swords. I would, if this is the advice, give this person the benefit of the doubt. I would give this person the benefit of the doubt and try to have some sort of conversation. Gain clarity for yourself. If now, let me backtrack. If this person does show up with any deceit or deceptive, manipulative, toxic behaviors, or anything of the sorts, then yes, cut them out with the Queen of Swords. Cut them out, for sure. You have the right reason, you have the right, in general, to cut this person out if they do not act right. But at the same time, are you necessarily projecting onto this person? I'm going to ask that one more time. Are you projecting onto this person, possibly having an unrealistic expectation on them? If this person is stuck with the Hanged Man to some degree, are there actions you could take to help them be unstuck? Do you have resources? Do you have knowledge? Do you have wisdom that could help this person, get unstuck? Or to change their mind about, hey, you aren't stuck. Change your perception with the Hanged Man. You can do this. You can do that. You can speak up about this or that. Ask for help. I do feel like you could tell this person, ask for help. I don't know if this person is afraid of asking for help, or if they themselves are in their ego, afraid to ask you for help in fear of you rejecting them. I suppose the 5 of Swords and the challenge could be the challenge for both of you. So maybe this person is confused to a certain degree about who you are in their life. Maybe they are in fear of, asking for help from you just to be rejected. I do want to point out all of these perspectives to you, Gemini. I mean, because the common ground and similarities between you both, Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, you know? Maybe there is, to some degree, a past life soulmate connection between you both, and maybe you both do want to reconcile differences to some degree. It's not as if this person is asking for your validation or asking for reassurance. I don't feel like they need to, you know? Maybe they were just to get a different perspective, you know? To gain some truth from you, to have some sort of truthful conversation, but maybe you wasn't willing to tell this person your truth, or, you know, I do feel like if you do have some truth to tell this person, maybe speak it, and then ask for theirs. I would ask theirs first. I would ask for their truth first, you know, not to necessarily add to your own narrative. And I wouldn't necessarily say to give them truth first to add to their narrative if they are manipulative, you know? And in that regard, I'm not even saying that Gemini is being manipulative towards this person, although I will point out, you know, in future readings if something comes up. Like if the Devil card just so happens to be drawn in your energy, I'm going to speak up about it. I've done that with Pisces before, and sorry, not sorry, you know, but I'm going to point out the cards that are drawn. I feel like the cards are meant to be drawn or pulled in a specific order by the universe. It's not coincidence that they were drawn. You know, I can't do a redo. I'm not going to do a redo, you know, and I shouldn't apologize for there being cards that are associated with manipulation or toxicity, or, you know what I'm saying? But to recap one more time, no, I have not done Cancer yet. One more time to recap the last two cards and the advice and or possible outcome. If there is any sort of self-sabotage on your part, try to recognize it, you know? Choose your battles, for sure. Choose your battles. I love that y'all, you know, help me out with interpretations as well, because, hey, I'm not necessarily the blind leading the blind. I do have a lot of wisdom that I've learned in my life, and I do have a lot of knowledge that I've learned from reading about tarot, you know, but there are some pairings with the cards that I'm like, how do you explain these two pairings, you know? And sometimes even, not even pairings with the cards, but pairings with the placements of the spread and a specific card, you know? How do you give advice with the Five of Swords? Y'all gave the best advice, interpretation. Choose your battles. So I do appreciate that. And why wouldn't the Gemini collective give a really good example of an interpretation? They are very intelligent and very good with communication. So yeah, it only makes sense that one of the Geminis and my Gemini collective here on Tuesday would give that example. So thank y'all. But yes, if there is any self-sabotage on your part, be aware of it. Choose your battles. Yes, if this person is something that you may need, you know, don't be necessarily in your ego and fear this person. Try to gain clarity. Try to gain light and illumination after being in the dark of not knowing the truth about who this person is, either to you or in general. You know what I'm saying? Try to break out of that fog of confusion. Try to break out of that ego and gain clarity with the Queen of Swords. That way you yourself can know that, hey, I didn't sabotage something good for myself. I'm glad I asked for clarity from this person. I'm very glad. I said I can very much self-sabotage. I mean, we all can. You know, don't necessarily beat yourself up over it. It's definitely a human, it's part of the human experience, you know, but luckily for the humans here on Earth, we have a tool such as tarot that can point out the not so obvious to us. That aren't mine. Oh, I can very much self-sabotage. How do I gain clarity if this Scorpio just gives me a headache and makes me deal with issues that aren't mine? I don't know. Are you a Gemini, per se, there, Alyssa? I am doing a Gemini reading, though. Geminis. I do feel like this is what I have for you. I have Gemini in my planets. Okay. Self-sabotage queen here. Indecision making. Gotcha. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I suppose they could be a Gemini with this Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups being associated with water signs. Possibly Pisces, but possibly even Scorpio. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the Eight of Cups. Possibly even Pisces with the Hangman. But yeah, I suppose the sign doesn't necessarily matter. No matter who you are dealing with, I do feel like this person is, yes, trying to get a different perspective or gain clarity. See something from your perspective even. And maybe they're not having a good time, you know, seeing it from your perspective. Like, I'm seeing it from their perspective and I don't like their truth, per se. You know, there are two sides of a sword, the sword of truth, and maybe the actual truth between those two sides isn't either feeding this person's ego like they would want, you know, isn't making their ego and or, you know, feeding their ego to where they aren't emotionally satisfied with the truth that you are giving, which no one should be giving, you know, or feeding someone's ego. Just, I don't know. Yeah, that right there would be sabotaging on this person's Gucci Gucci Goo. Gotcha. That would be self-sabotage on this person's side, I do believe. Alrighty. Yes, Gemini, if y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is greatly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button. Maybe a few times. Like. If y'all have a Cancerian in your life, definitely share this. Hit the share button with that Cancerian. I do have a YouTube channel. I don't want y'all to miss out on future readings. Check out my YouTube channel. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. You might have to press and hold on the link and then copy and paste where you need to. Thank you for the insight. Not a problem. But with that being said, here in about less than a minute, we are moving along to the Cancers. Cancerians, what up? Bow, bow, bow. All right, so Cancerians, I'm going to give y'all the same gist. Geminis, keep in mind I do personal readings every Sunday. If y'all want a personal reading, that's $20 per personal reading, and then $5 for a yes or no question. I go live the same time every night, an hour ago. You might have to set your alarm for an hour ago, okay? No matter if you're a Gemini or a Cancerian, this message is for you. The promoting of myself, per se. That yes, Sunday nights, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, an hour ago, is when you need to set your alarm. Alrighty, so Cancerians, what is going on? What is going on? Thank y'all for being patient with me. Definitely appreciate it. I need to not forget to show the Cancerians tonight the decks I'm using. because I almost forgot in the Taurus reading last night, but then someone asked me. Hope y'all are doing a-okay tonight. Oh my goodness. What's going on, Cancerians? Homebound 2. Orders and Moody, right? Tuesdays, yes. No. Tuesdays? What's the question there? What about Tuesdays? Tuesdays are Gemini and Cancerians. It's actually Sundays that I do the personal readings, if that's what you're asking. I said, love the singing. Thank you, Alyssa. I'm a Gemini Cancer cusp. Nice. Huh. I said it's hump day. No, that's tomorrow. Hump day is tomorrow. Alyssa, are you drunk? If so, go home. JK. Thank y'all Cancerians for being patient with me. I said, I know my guy. What up, Savannah? Is that so vegan? Is what I've been saying so vegan? Hi. So unemotional. I said, yes, that's so vegan. Any Hoosers? Any Hoosers? I am Gemini. Will my financial situation get better? I can't be sure. The first card we did for the Gemini reading was 10 of Pentacles. Yes, I did do the Gemini reading already. That was about an hour ago. I ended it about 3 to 4 minutes ago. If y'all need to set your alarm for an hour ago for Tuesdays, go ahead and do that. I do appreciate y'all showing up and showing support, no matter if it's late or not. But I don't want y'all to miss out on future readings, so do check out my YouTube channel. Link is in the TikTok bio of my TikTok account. I hope that helps. I don't want y'all to miss out on future readings. I do know, though, y'all have your own lives, and that's fine. I don't want y'all to miss out on readings, though. That's why I suggest and point you in the direction to my YouTube link, which is in my TikTok bio. Alrighty? Much love to any of the Geminis that either caught the reading tonight or did not. Much love to you either way. Alright, it is 34 after. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all which decks I am working with for the next possibly couple weeks. Alright, we do have the Everyday Witch Tarot. The Everyday Witch Tarot deck. It's a little cartoony, but I like it nonetheless. And then we have the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. Yes, 2 Everyday Witch Tarot decks. And if I hold one of them out as far as I am, they almost look the same size. But then when I bring them closer together, I love doing that. I love messing with y'all's, perception, and it's so fun. Or if I shake the phone and say, hey, get me out of here. I'm trapped in your phone. You know what I'm saying? It's so fun. Any Hoosers, though? Yes, we're clarifying with the Everyday Mini Witch deck. The miniature Everyday Witch Tarot deck. Neither here nor there. Any Hoosers? Alright. Less than a minute. 36 after. We're going to do the bridge shuffle. Yes, the bridge shuffle, or rainbow shuffle, ripple shuffle, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, Southern Indiana here. Nice. Continue shuffling. Is that 36? Yes, it is. All right, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. All right, y'all. If y'all are new here, definitely. If y'all are new here, yes, definitely hit the follow button, hit the like button, hit the share button. I'm sure I'll say it one more time before we get into your reading, Cancerians. But if you are new here, if this is the first time you're experiencing the experience, such as Free Will Tarot here on TikTok, when I show y'all the bridge shuffle, like I just did, that is the green light to send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. That way I can cut this deck. That's the name of the game. Send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, and I'll cut this deck. And while y'all are sending me scissors, I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. Yes, we are going to roll a couple of die. I have your YouTube thing subscribed. Thank you. Hey, thank you. What's with the loved one? Oh, that's something new. Yes. We are going to roll the dice and get an overall theme and or topic. Alrighty, here we go. What do we have for the Cancerians? Overall theme and or topic for the Cancerian reading, possibly for the next week. Alright, here we go. We have a 1 and a 3. So this could be something to do with the new beginnings with the 1, or with the 3, something to do with family, friends, coworkers, possibly something to do with the community. I do feel like Cancerians love to, bring up the energy in the room. Hey, friend, you're seeming down. Let me crack a joke. Or hey, family member, remember that one time we pulled a prank and it was the best? The Cancerians love to see their friends, family members, coworkers in high spirits. So, I don't know, that's a little bit of Cancer trivia for y'all. But with the new beginnings that we rolled with the 1 and family, friends, coworkers, communities being 3, I feel like maybe you are making a new friend. Maybe you are welcoming a new family member to the family, as in maybe one of your family members are going into labor in the next week. I guess that could be for some of the Cancerians, maybe even a Cancerian themselves are going into labor in the next week. I'm sure that's a couple of you, maybe not, but a new beginning with a family member or a friend, or something to do with a new beginning within a friend's group. Maybe a new beginning in a community where you are about to, give your time in a specific way. Or maybe you're about to have a new coworker join the team. Very well could be. We will definitely keep the dice roll and or the overall theme and or topic in mind while we do reading. Yes, a new beginning in a relationship. That's a good point. Yes, definitely could be a new beginning relationship-wise. Thank y'all for interacting with me in the comments. Nichols knife. Muh. All right. We are going to cut the deck one more time. Thank y'all for interacting with me in the comments. One more time as well. Hit that follow button if you're new. Greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button if you like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table. Hit the share button if you have a Cancerian in your friends group, family dynamics, community, a coworker possibly, maybe even a nosy neighbor. We all have one of them, I'm sure. Let's just jump right on into it. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Maybe even Venus. Here is your energy. Here is the challenge. Here is this person's energy. Here is the common ground between you both, or similarities. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. All right, so Cancer, we do have 5 cards here on the Tarot TikTok table. Here in about 20 minutes, 19, 18, give or take. Who's counting, right? I am. Time management. Yes, in that time, though, here in about 18, 19 minutes, give or take, we will clarify with 5 more cards, 1 card per each placement within the spread. And then in that time as well, we will, clarify, but then recap for any new Cancerians. Does not have to be a Cancerian, though. For anyone new joining the live stream at that time in general. All right, so let's get right on down to business. Cancer. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. I don't feel like the Cancerians are in player energy, per se. The Knight of Wands could be someone who is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I just want to get the goods and then move on to the next person. I don't feel that for the Cancerians. I don't feel that. I feel like you have a specific person that you might want to get back into their good graces, possibly. I feel like the Cancerians are going to try to throw new ideas at the wall and see what sticks. If those ideas don't stick, and this person doesn't buy the idea, the Cancerians possibly will throw those ideas and try new ideas, try new creative ideas. You know, hey, let's work together, let's collaborate. And this person's like, in what way though? And you're like, well, here's this idea. You're like, okay, throwing that idea out. We don't want to continue to throw the same idea at this person. You know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same results. They definitely didn't stick. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Try being creative. Come up with new ideas and creative ways with the Knight of Wands. As I mentioned before, I don't know if you are 1 foot in, 1 foot out, ready to, see how this person reacts to your energy. Like, I knew it. I knew this person was toxic, that this person was not good for me. I'm glad I had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I would be careful with that energy, though, with that belief, with that behavior. If we have, let's say, let me give you an example. If I have 2 women that I'm interested in, my best option is to just pick one, and go with it. Not necessarily put the other one on the back burner, but to narrow down the pros and cons about each person. Putting someone on the back burner almost as if, if this relationship doesn't work out, I'll always have this person on my side. I'll always have this person, staying friends with me during this relationship. That's a sure way to end one relationship. That's a sure way. Almost as if, here's another example. Let's say, yes, I'm wanting to put 100% into my hobby, into chasing my dream here at Free Will Tarot. How am I to do that if I have another job or have another hobby I want to invest in? Obviously, the practical way to do that is to, yes, have your 9 to 5 job, and then in your free time invest in a hobby. That would be the practical way, at least until you can monetize that hobby. But this is the best example I have, at least for me involved. I'm not going to involve myself into this reading, though, for the Cancerians. I would be careful, though, putting someone on the back burner, and then the relationship that you chose over them, if that relationship ends up failing, it could be either because you put this other person on the back burner and this person you chose over them finds out, like, oh, you're staying friends with them in case we end, well, you got two options there then. Either unfriend them, get them out of the friend zone and block them altogether, or this relationship ain't working. That's a sure way to sabotage a relationship. I'm going to throw it out there for y'all. I do feel like this is someone, though. This is someone with the Eight of Cups and the challenge that you find it challenging to emotionally detach from. Cancerians with the Eight of Cups and the challenge, meaning, yes, you find it challenging to walk away from them. You find it challenging possibly to take accountability about how, yes, it takes two to tango. You did play a part of creating an emotional mess in this situation with them, as equally, if not less, if not more. I'm not sure. We will clarify, though. Than this person, if not less, if not more than this person. I do feel like you feel like it's difficult to walk away from this person. Waka waka. I feel like it's challenging for you to waka waka away from this person. That's going to be my new go-to interpretation with the Eight of Cups. I don't mean to be insensitive towards this reading, as I'm sure a lot of you want me to take this a little more seriously, but yes, with the Eight of Cups, maybe you do find it challenging to emotionally detach from this person, as if you still have emotions for them, as if you still think about them from time to time. I'm not suggesting that maybe you are in a relationship already and you still think about this person from time to time. I'm not suggesting that. I'm not going to suggest it. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to move on then. Is someone coming in? Is this what the beginning of the reading was? That is the overall theme and or topic. Yes, this could be a new beginning with someone either new, or it could be a new beginning with someone you already know. In that regards, sure, it could be someone you're very acquainted with and or was once upon a time acquainted with. But this is someone with the Star card who could bring a lot of healing energy to the dynamic that you both share if they chose to do that. I do feel like, yes, they are healing themselves. I'm not sure if they are healing from something that you possibly did or healing from possibly something that someone else did. With the Star card in this person's energy, I do feel like they are in their purpose. I do feel like they are following their North Node in astrology, meaning their purpose, meaning they definitely could be coming up with new ideas as to how to either, reinvent themselves. Are they being faithful? Yes. With the Star card, yes. They are faithful. They are hopeful. I do believe that. The Star card does have a lot to do with faith. Faith that a wish will come true. This has to deal with, yes, this person feeling like they are the star in their life, but it also has to deal with they are wishing upon a star, that possibly the Cancerian, comes through or communicates with them, or that they are wishing upon a star that maybe their dreams come true in the sense that their hobby gets monetized, or they become famous, or a video on TikTok or a video on YouTube possibly, goes big, goes viral. Itchy nose. They are wanting to manifest something for themselves, maybe even manifest something with you. Possibly. We will clarify the Star card in this person's energy. With the Ace of Wands being the common ground and or similarities between you both, I feel like there definitely could be a new beginning with that one that we rolled earlier. Yes, a brand new passionate beginning. Something inspiring to both of you. Something very creative even. If you and this person are the creative types, Knight of Wands could suggest that you are feeling very creative and or inspired by this person. I definitely feel like you could be inspired by this person, especially if they're coming across as the star card and their energy. Yeah, they could be very inspiring, and their purpose, inspiring many. Maybe that is why you were in this Knight of Wands energy, wanting to throw new ideas at them, like, oh, hey, I see you're in your purpose, person of interest of Cancerians. Let me throw some new ideas at you, see what sticks. Do you like this new idea? Do you like this one? No? You don't like those? Okay, here are some more. I'm just as creative as you are. Let's work together. This is going to be a new beginning for us, says the Cancerian. It could be something creative. It could be something passionate. It could be something inspiring. I do feel that. There could be, yes, some fast forward movement with you both if you know how to maneuver the energy, and or if your communication is on point with each other. Speaking of fast forward movement, we do have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. I love this. This tells me that yes, if this is the possible outcome, then there could definitely be some fast forward movement. There could definitely be a lot of changes that you either have to implement or that you have to adjust to if these changes aren't under your control. With the Eight of Wands, this is Cupid's arrows. This is Cupid's arrows. Meaning, maybe this is the advice to shoot your shot with this person. Shoot your shot with this rock star. Possibly union. I mean, I can't really say if this is union per se with the Eight of Wands. I can't really say. If it's the possible outcome, then yes, there could be fast forward movement between you both. If you want to call that union, then sure. Fast forward movement in the sense that there could be something, yes, creative between you both. There could be inspiration, inspired action, definitely. Inspired action with the Eight of Wands. If that's the advice, then yeah. If you're so inspired by this person, then take inspired action, That could be the possible outcome anyways. If that's the case, y'all don't have to come to a tarot reader, to tell you, yes, take inspired action. What are you waiting for? Especially if you find it challenging to emotionally detach from them anyways. No, the Gemini reading is over. We ended the Gemini reading about 23 minutes ago. If y'all need to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I do upload these live streams from TikTok every afternoon, every morning. Sometime between now and tomorrow afternoon, I will have this live stream from TikTok uploaded. That way you don't have to miss out on a reading that you did miss out on beforehand. You see what I'm saying? I hope that made sense. I'd like to think my communication is pretty straightforward and, receptive, let's say. With that being said, yes, let us do a recap after we clarify. We shall recap after we clarify. Alrighty. Cancerians. Can you pull a card on the star card? Yes. That is what I mean by clarify. Yes, we will clarify this whole reading. Every single card. In fact, why is it with the Knight of Wands that you are in this energy, either being so determined, possibly being led with your inspiration to take action? In that regards, it would be, yes, inspired action that you're taking towards this person. But why do you, we're going to clarify that card. Why, with the Eight of Cups, do you find it challenging to emotionally detach or walk away from this person? Waka waka. Why is it that this person is showing up as the star card and their energy? Is this only a facade? Is this only a mask that they want the public to see? Or is it, yes, indeed, that they are showing up vulnerable to the world? Is it indeed that they are genuine and they're not necessarily wearing a mask, that all their flaws, are right there for the public to see. We're going to clarify. Someone said it is a mask, but I mean, we're going to clarify once more. With the Ace of Wands, why is it that the Ace of Wands is in the similarities or common ground between you both? Is it with the Ace of Wands that, you both see this in the right way, that the universe wants you to see it, the truth, that this is, yes, possibly a new beginning, as we did roll the 1 with the dice for the overall theme and or topic? Or is it all too good to be true, as some Cancerians, I'm sure, have trust issues and don't want to see the truth, even if it was, possibly drawn on their sea turtle shell. I feel like y'all are more so associated with sea turtles than crabs. That's just my opinion, my preference. I don't like seeing y'all as, crabby and moody as a crab. I don't like that interpretation or association with Cancers. Wow, that is the second number 1 showing up in my reading. What, in a row? Oh, ego rides. Straightforward skills. That sounds great, thank you. Yes, mask, okay. I didn't see the live on YouTube from last week for Gemini and Cancer. Yes, I tried mentioning in not only the Leo and Virgo reading I uploaded to YouTube, but I've mentioned all last week in every single live stream as well that I need to be on my own purpose, in the sense of, hey, I gotta keep grinding it in my head that you have to delete videos before you upload another video. What is the point in keeping a video in my camera app if it's already on YouTube? Get it together, Rick. Don't be so lazy. Delete the videos once they're uploaded to YouTube. That is my issue. That has nothing to do with y'all. That has nothing to do with TikTok and or YouTube. That was all on me, and I do apologize. Yes, this reading will be on YouTube tomorrow afternoon or morning. Stable mindset is good. I agree. What's that in reference to, though? No worries, thanks. Awesome sauce. Not a problem. Awesome sauce everywhere. And I ain't cleaning it up. I will take accountability, though, for how, yes, I need to delete videos before I upload them, or download them, actually. I tried to download it from TikTok, the live video, and then it wouldn't, because it's either a Wi-Fi issue or it's an issue with my phone storage. I do feel like it's more so phone storage. So that was my fault. We all do it, kind of. Well, neither here nor there. I do apologize, but also I can't beat myself up, Learn the lesson, learn from my mistake, and then do better, because I know better. I now know better, so I will attempt to do better. And y'all can definitely come into my live streams and, give me crap if I don't do better. I give you that permission. All right, but yes, this will be uploaded to YouTube, to answer your question. With that being said, it is almost 8 o'clock here in Ohio, almost 8 o'clock. I do want to mention, because this is halfway through the Cancer reading, whether it's 8 o'clock or not, which I did see it just now turn. But yes, I do offer personal readings every Sunday. Personal readings, that's $20 for a personal reading through Cash App. $5. Yes, $5 for a yes or no question, but $20 for a 5-card spread. All right, with that being said, one more time, hit that follow button if you're new here. Hit that like button if you like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table. And hit this share button. This share button, that share button. Yes, this one, somewhere on the screen. All right, follow, like, share. YouTube, link. My YouTube link is in my TikTok account. Bio is in the bio of my TikTok account. Maybe y'all want to give it a visit after this live stream. If not, that's totally fine too. Thank y'all for showing love and support. With that being said, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Alrighty. Second and last bridge shuffle. And if y'all are new here, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. There it is, and there it was. Oh yes. Oh yes. Set that down. Let y'all interact with me in the comments. So many emojis in their mind. Mwahahaha. The tarot villain stealing all the scissors. Well, not technically stealing. Y'all are sending them of your own free will. Haha, your own free will. Ba-doomps. Yes, let us go. Let us go. I'm a Cancer. I'm ready for this. Sweet. Y'all are definitely more than welcome to hang out. We are going to clarify this reading and then recap as we go. We'll recap, clarify as we go. All right, here we go. Alrighty. One more time. Thank you all for interacting with me in the comments. All right, clarifying the Cancerian reading. Your energy being the Knight of Wands. Consider it clarified. Clarifying the 8 of Cups in the challenge. Clarifying the Star card in this person's energy. That's pretty crazy. Clarifying the Ace of Wands. Ooh! And the similarities or common ground between you both. And clarifying the 8 of Wands. Not to be mistaken by from the Ace of Wands. But yes, 8 of Wands, number 8. And the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty. Cancerians. We do have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. I do feel like this is you being very inspired by a specific person. Very inspired. Maybe even having a lot of creative ideas as to how you could move this forward with this person. I do want to mention that the Knight of Wands has a bad rap for being in player energy. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, I don't know if this is going to work, but I need to have a backup plan in case it doesn't. So do be careful about having a backup plan. You know? Who's to say it won't work out? Who's to say? But I do feel like you are soul searching with the Hermit card clarifying the Knight of Wands. Yes. I do feel like you're soul searching with the Hermit card about how you can move this forward, and this might even have been an issue or a problem that you've had with this person. You know, how do I move this forward passionately, creatively, inspiringly? Is that even a word? Inspiringly? Someone needs to let me know. Inspiringly. Is that a word? Someone Google it for me. But any Hoosers, they said, yep, inspiringly. Any Hoosers, extraordinarily. Sounds good, LOL? Okay, we'll go with it. Let's just roll with it. Knight of Wands to the Hermit. I do feel like you are, yes, wanting to move this forward creatively, inspiringly, possibly. And you have a lot of determination to make this happen. One who inspires, yes. Or takes inspired action is what I wanted to go for. I do feel like you are wanting to take inspired action. Whether it's because of creative ideas that you might want to express to this person, or that you are wanting to, whatever the case. Whatever the case, I do feel like you do have a lot of new ideas, either to add to this person's, creativity, or to add, to maybe not even add. It's either to add to this person what this person is already doing, or there's creative ideas that you might have that you are really determined. It's because you're really determined to move this forward that you're possibly having a lot of creative ideas. I do feel like, yes, with the Hermit card, that there's an issue or a problem between you both, that you're wanting to isolate yourself from possibly this person, possibly other friends, family members, coworkers. I don't know who this person is to you, but I do feel like this is a person that shares an issue or a problem with you, and it's still there. Otherwise, why would the Hermit card be in this energy that you might be in? This is a secondary energy that you're showing up as, how you are behaving, how you are showing up to the situation with this person. Meaning you feel like there's an issue or a problem between you both, and you'd like to soul search about how can I find the wisdom, to create a solution or to resolve, the problem or issue between you both. How can I take inspired action, possibly, to resolve an issue? I do feel like that is a good interpretation. Great word, like Harry Potter. Okay. Yes, I would be careful, Cancerians out there, being in this, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Maybe that is the problem. Maybe that is the issue. Maybe that right there in itself is the problem, is the issue. Maybe in the past you was 1 foot in, 1 foot out with this person, and then put them on the back burner, possibly wanting to go to a different relationship and see how it works out. I'm not trying to call y'all out on any of it. If that is the case, no judgment. No judgment. But if that is the case, do some soul searching on, how to possibly right your wrongs. This is, of course, a human experience that we all are going through. We all are going to make mistakes, and not all of our decisions are going to be the right decision. We're all learning, so do keep that in mind. No judgment on my part. But this is someone that you find it challenging to walk away from and or emotionally detach from. Almost as if maybe you did take accountability for your actions or lack thereof, or what you've said to this person or what you didn't say to this person. It does take two to tango. So yes, if you did do something in regards of choosing someone else over them, or saying some mean things, or whatever the case, maybe you found it challenging to walk away. Maybe you found it challenging to give to this person in general with the Four of Pentacles. 8 of Cups to the 4 of Pentacles. I do feel like this is someone that, yes, you still have feelings for, that you want to return to the crime scene, the scene of the crime, per se. Metaphorically speaking, of course. I seriously hope that there wasn't any crimes dealt with in this situation, but it's going to be different for everyone. 4 of Pentacles. I don't feel like you gave to this person in the past, but I do feel like you want to. I do feel like you want to give. You want to invest, right? Your time, money, energy, effort into this person, and to experience what they experience. Get to know them on a deeper level, not just skin level or, surface level, skin deep. You want to experience the whole iceberg, not just the tip of the iceberg. That could definitely be interpreted wrongly, so get out of your heads, you freaks. Did not mean to... Y'all get what I'm saying. Yes, on an energetic level, sure. I find it interesting with the Star card in this person's energy that not only are they in their purpose, not only are they possibly healing from either you or from other folks, other romantic interests. With the Star card, they definitely could be coming up with creative ideas, original ideas as to how to reinvent themselves. You know, to be more so in their purpose. How can I reinvent myself to be more so in my purpose? How can I detach from things that no longer serve my higher good, not their ego per se? I feel like this person is vulnerable, not just to you, you know, when you give them the chance to, but also to the world with their purpose. You know, if they play guitar as their purpose, sure, they might, you know, mess up here and there, but they laugh it off and possibly pretend that it was part of the song, you know? They share their vulnerability. They are open about their flaws. But with the Star card, what else is there to say about this person? They could be very faithful, very optimistic about their future. They could very well be hopeful for the future as well. Someone asked me if they're faithful, and I said, well, yeah, the Star card says just that. And they're willing to be vulnerable with you, Cancer, if you allow them to. They said he plays guitar. That's pretty synchronistic. Dang, okay. With the Moon card clarifying the Star, that is super fascinating. We do have number 17, the Star card, to number 18, the Moon. 17 to 18, that's pretty crazy. But yes, with the Moon, I don't know if this person also is like very into like science and or possibly astrology, possibly, you know, the stars, the sky, space, in general, astronomy, you know, not just astrology, but astronomy. It very well could be with the Star and the Moon. It's a crazy combination, but I'm going to throw it out there. With the Moon card, though, I feel deeper with this card. It's more so that they are trying to look at where their fears are stemmed from. They might be having a lot of fears about, you know, their future. A lot of uncertainty about their future. Yes, they are hopeful and excited about the future, optimistic to a certain extent, but they do have a lot of fears as well. They do have a lot of fears possibly within this connection. You know, I don't know if you abandoned this person, possibly for someone else. I don't know if you traumatized this person to some extent, but they have some fears, possibly within this relationship. You know, I don't ever want to experience what I experienced with the Cancer again. They scared me, is what this person could possibly be saying. Star card to the Moon. Definitely take what resonates, leave out the rest. It doesn't have to be that case, but they could have a lot of uncertainty within this relationship for sure. I don't feel like you've talked to this person. I don't know if you've given them clarity. It could be an indication that they're so confused. They're in the dark. There's a fog of confusion with this person. It's like, where'd the Cancerian go? Where did they go? What happened to them? You know? Yeah, to some degree they possibly scared me, but maybe this person is either hopeful for their own future and or within this relationship. I feel like it's more so they're hopeful for their own future, but then when it comes to you, it's like, okay, are they joining me or are they not? A lot of uncertainty, a lot of what ifs, a lot of unknowns within this person, a lot of like questions. It said you never know how straight away. Wow, ghosted? That's soul searching, yeah. Analytical? What part of this reading was analytical? Are you saying the Hermit card? Yeah, I guess the Hermit being associated with Virgo could definitely be analytical. Yeah, I suppose so. Yes, unknowns, like covert covert with the moon card. I don't feel like it's covert. I guess it could be. He left 2 years ago. Is that Aquarius? The squiggly line underneath? That's pretty crazy, because the star card is associated with Aquarius. Let me check the Aquarius card. Yeah, that is the double squiggly line. What horoscope signs are popping out for this reading? Well, for the person that you might be dealing with, the star card, yes, could be Aquarius. Or with the moon card, I guess it could be another Cancerian. Or I guess it could be a Pisces, because it's technically a Pisces card, but the moon is also associated with Cancer, or vice versa. It's kind of weird in that way. I don't know if I would say covert with the moon. I think this person's under a lot of illusion about the Cancer, is what I'm getting. About, what the Cancerian is doing. I want to remind y'all, we did have that one with the dice that we rolled earlier for the overall theme and or topic. So yes, Ace of Wands. This could be a new possible. I mean that in the sense that there could definitely be the potential for it. There could be a lot of potential for passion between you both, a lot of potential for creative ideas or creative flow or inspiring ideas, inspired action for sure. This is a potential for a new passionate beginning and or creative and or inspirational, whatever you want to, suggest, whatever example you want to use, but that's on y'all, Yes, there is the potential for it, but are you going to take that opportunity and create it for yourself, right? We all have the discernment of free will, which is no pun intended. It's literally why I chose to title my TikTok account and my Facebook business page Free Will Tarot. But any Hoosers, Ace of Wands, are y'all going to take that creativity and create an opportunity for you both with the passion that you have for each other? Take inspired action and create something inspiring with this opportunity? I find it super synchronistic that not only did we have the Ace of Wands and the similarities and common ground between you both, but also the Ace of Swords. This could be new communication between you both, if you choose to have it, if you choose to create it, and if you chose to reach out to this person or vice versa. I don't know if this person is necessarily waiting on the Cancerian or wanting to reach out to them. I feel like they're more focused on their purpose with the Star card. But yes, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. This screams of new beginning, or the potential for it. We can create something new for ourselves as long as we give clarity, speak the truth, cut through the fog of confusion, especially for this person. And especially for you as well. We do have the Hermit, as I mentioned. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of unknowns, a lot of questions between you both, and that the truth needs to be spoken, needs to be brought to both of y'all's awareness. All right, we do have the Eight of Wands and the possible outcome and or advice. If this is the possible outcome, then it could be that one or both of you reach out to each other, and there is a lot of fast forward movement that you might need to, possibly if there is changes within this fast forward movement that are being implemented, then I feel like, yes, you are implementing them or about to in the next week possibly. And if these changes are not under your control, because this is your advice, Cancer, I cannot give this person advice. This isn't their reading. I feel like if you are implementing the changes yourself, then yes, there will be fast forward movement. If these changes are not under your control, I would suggest adapting, being flexible, and adjusting to these changes that you're needing to make. Yes, it could definitely have to do with, taking inspired action. In that case, I don't have to give you advice. You'll just automatically know what to do. You'll automatically take action in this person's direction and join them on their path, or have them join you on your path, because you will be so inspired to do so. With the Eight of Wands, this could be that you'll be inspired to flirt with them, to open up conversation in that way and see how they react to it. I do feel like with the Knight of Swords clarifying the Eight of Wands, that you'll communicate, you'll take action. You'll let this person know that with the Knight of Swords, you are very serious. Even though you're being flirty, like, hey, do not mistaken me for this Knight of Wands energy that I might have came across as in the past. Do not mistaken me for a Knight of Wands when I'm actually a Knight of Swords. I definitely feel like this would give this person a lot of clarity, like, oh, you was in that energy in the past, that makes sense, but now you want to be in the Knight of Swords energy. I can respect that. If you want me to take you seriously, says this person, you're going to have to give me the same in return. I do feel like this person would be vulnerable with what they have to say, with their reactions, with their responses as well, and possibly give you clarity as to, like, hey, I don't have clarity. Maybe that's clarity for you, but I would also love clarity on my end. And maybe you're about to cut through that fog of confusion for this person with the Knight of Swords, communicating, taking action. It's swift action. I would suggest not being impulsive or reckless, especially with the Eight of Wands to the Knight of Swords. Try your best to make a calculated risk. If there is a risk indeed that you have to make in investing this person or taking action in their direction, make sure it's a calculated risk, to where you don't have to lose out on, respect for yourself, lose out on self-respect, yes, lose out on your dignity, your integrity. Keep your integrity intact, if at all possible, Cancerians. I feel like that's a pretty straightforward reading. I really like it. It's a crazy combination of cards. I do feel like I've got 5 minutes that I could recap. It's pushing it, but I can recap. What do y'all think? Y'all want to recap? Give me a yes if so. I'm going to get a quick drink while y'all are giving me a vote. I said yes. A lot of yeses. Yes, okay. All right, hold up. What was that one? So basically, choose self-respect and show them you're not a play toy. I mean, I don't know if this person views you as a play toy. It's going to be different for all of you, I'm sure. But we're going to recap real quick. If that is the case, then yes, have your respect intact, your respect for yourself, your dignity, but more importantly, your integrity. Try not to be impulsive, try not to be reckless with the actions you're taking or with the words you are saying, especially with the Knight of Swords. All right, Knight of Wands. Maybe you do have a lot of determination and or passion and or creativity when it comes to this person. But I feel like when it also comes to the Knight of Wands, being in 1 foot in, 1 foot out, has been a part of the problem that you're trying to soul search, possibly, about this person. Maybe that's why they are so confused themselves. But yes, there is a problem and or an issue that you have been soul searching about. How do I find the wisdom? What is the wisdom that I need to bring forth for myself to solve this issue or to resolve this problem? This is someone in the challenge whom you find it challenging to detach from, but you still want to give. You find it challenging to, yes, emotionally detach, walk away from, waka waka, but also you found it challenging to, found it challenging to give a little in order to receive a little. So maybe that's part of this person's problem, is they gave a lot to this relationship and got nothing in return. But I don't know, maybe you had a health issue and, was conserving your energy, conserving your health, whatever the example. This person is in their purpose. They are trying to be purposeful with their actions, with their words. They are being vulnerable to the world, possibly even vulnerable to you, or for you, I should say. They are optimistic about the future, but also when it comes to the future with the Cancerian, I feel like there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of fears about the dynamic you both share with each other. The common ground, the similarities between you both, there could be, yes, a new beginning. We did roll the 1, meaning new beginnings. But it's only a potential, and we cannot look at a relationship based on the potential. There has to be mutual respect, mutual acceptance of each other, mutual understanding of where each other is coming from, and if we're only looking at, yes, a new beginning, sweet. Let's look at the passion. Let's look at the creativity we get from each other. Let's get, inspirational and or take inspired action. Like I said, there has to be communication about, is there mutual respect, mutual understanding, acceptance, mutual love? Has this person lost their love for you? Have you lost love for this person, even though you found it challenging to emotionally detach? There has to be truth spoken, clarity cut through the confusion with that clarity. 8 of Wands, yes, there could be fast forward movement. There could be a lot of inspiring, flirty messages sent back and forth. And you might even have to implement changes and or adjust to some changes that aren't under your control. But I do feel like taking action would be the best advice to gain clarity and to give this person clarity. I do hope that helped. I hope this was insightful. I hope this was educational and or informative, maybe even entertaining. I'm sure there's other ways to message this person, either not through text message or, getting a hold of family members, friends, coworkers, possibly. If you are blocked Cancer, there are other ways, to reach this person. With that being said, it's 29 after. I have to end this live stream before 30 after. So thank you all for all the love and support. Y'all have a good night. Take care and much love, folks.